You know, there are people you follow on social media that inspire you, and these two next guests are just beautiful women inside and out and showing us how it's done. CTV's Meredith Shaw and makeup artist and City Line's Tacy Peart. I'm so excited to talk to both of you. You know, I just want to say thank you to both of you for speaking your truth and helping so many people, shining a light on body positivity. And just Tacy, your makeup tips, man, I use them all the time. It's so important. But thank you for being who you are. I mean, what does it mean for you both to be able to use your voice to help others?
I mean, for me, it means everything. I mean, it gives me a purpose, you know, like, I mean, just when I started doing makeup, I realized really early just doing makeup how much it means to people. Like people might look at it and think, oh, it's a frivolous job. But like I started to realize just how much it meant to people when you would do their face and you would see the transformation happen with how they saw themselves. Suddenly they saw themselves in a way that they didn't see themselves before. And so I started to realize the power in that. And I'm like, well, if I could teach everybody how to do this, well, that'd be amazing, right? So it starts with like makeup tips. And then like I started to just do stuff on TV with makeup. And then the body stuff started to come in. Like people like, what are you wearing? And you're inspiring me to try and wear that. And I never thought I could wear that with the body I have. And so it all just started to spiral. Like, so I realized just people get such inspiration by the littlest things that you're doing. You think it's not a big deal. You're putting some lipstick on somebody. You think it's not a big deal, but it means something to them. You're wearing a crop top. For instance, I wore a crop top on City Line one time. I didn't think anything of it. And people were like, you're inspiring me to show my body and I can do that. It's the littlest things. And so that really excites me when I know that you're inspiring somebody to just step outside of themselves and do something different and take the time to see themselves in a way that they never did before.
Amen to that. And let's just talk about the orange dress that you wore that you just posted.
Oh,
like a gas.
Meredith, right? Like I was like, yo!
I was just taking it in. I swiped again, then I liked, like I think I actually liked it and tapped it, and then I unliked it, so then I had to re-like it. Like I was just so.
It's a great photographer I have. My photographer, Rebecca, like, she's great.
I was just staring at the photo for the longest time. I'm just like, let's take a moment here. Let's just enjoy this moment. What about you, Meredith? How about you?
Well, you know, Tacy said something, as she often does, that I wholeheartedly agree with. And it's that she just showed up in the space, right. You know, and then the inspo came. So I think a lot of times, you know, this body positivity or body neutrality, whatever, you know, we're calling it these days, whatever resonates the best with you and where you're at in your journey, it sometimes gets a lot of talk. And what I love about what Tacy said and what I think I try to do is I just show up in the spaces as I am, in the body that I am, whether it's on the Marilyn Dennis show or co-hosting The Social or, you know, on Chum, interviewing Pink, doing those kinds of things, but I'm in the body that I am. Do I always talk about it when I'm in the moment? No, but the person watching is kind of like, oh, okay. So she's just like on The Social and she's in a curvier body that kind of looks like mine, which I think just opens up the possibility for someone else to step into their purpose too. Because it took me seeing people that looked like me to allow me to believe that I could do that. And so I think anytime we think that maybe we've said enough or we've shown up enough, is like, oh no, there's another person out there that still needs to see themselves represented.
I love that. And Tacy, you know, at a time like this, everyone had to reassess, and especially in your business, I'm sure it was really difficult. What was that moment for you realizing you couldn't go back to work and become a makeup artist and do your work? How did that feel for you?
I like panicked. I was like,
yeah.
It's like well, to be honest, I didn't totally panic because at the beginning we all thought it was like not going to last that long. I remember when we were all leaving work, we're like, see you in 2 weeks. Like we didn't think it was going to be, if you had told us back then, imagine all of us, if you had told us back then that it was going to be like a year and a half of like, there's no way I thought that. So there was panic. But then when I started to realize this is going to go on a lot longer than I thought. Yeah, you had to rejig. You're like, okay, I'm not on social media because I had nothing to post. A lot of the stuff that I was posting was me at work doing stuff. So I was like, I have to kind of like not just disappear during this time. So I have to like start to readjust what I'm doing and work from home. And it gives you purpose. It gives you something to get up for, right? Like, because you could just sit there and be depressed about it and be like, I have nowhere to go, no money, nothing coming in, what's happening? But like, I decided to like create this room, this beauty room, which was like a storage room before. I had to like make myself busy, clean it out, paint it. And then I said, I'm like, I need to just start shooting content from here. And it's been amazing. Like I'm getting so much work just shooting from this room. So you have to just like take the moments, rejig, reassess, and keep going. That's how I look at it.
Good for you. It's like, yeah, you just got to keep going. I love that. And the fact is, Meredith, you know, you're a stylist, and there's been so many changes happening recently. We talk about Victoria's Secret. They've completely changed their models. They brought more diversity into it. What does it mean to finally see women being represented who are really reflective of who we really are?
It's the best. I mean, it's the best, and we need to see more, and we need to look at what the word inclusive actually means, and to hold brands accountable so that they can't just use it, but not actually have the size range or have the diversity, and not just use diverse models of sizes and ethnicities and abilities in sort of a website scenario, but like upfront in the campaign. So I think there's still obviously work to be done, and I want to be excited with what, you know, we're seeing so far. But I also really want to say, I think that's what is selling. So it's nice that it's nice and that it's representative, but you know, it's also business. And I think that's what gets exciting, because these companies are seeing, oh, if I put a model on in our campaign and that person looks like our customer, our customers will come to us more and buy more, especially online, because everyone's shopping online, so no one can try anything on. So I want to see this dress from Hill House on a curvy girl, because that's why I got it, you know? So I think that part of the style part of my job, I'm here in a radio station, I do other things. I do very non-visual things and then very visual things. But I think that part is what's getting me excited about style, is the representation is there. And I think companies are understanding it's there because it makes sense for their business too.
When you put yourself out there, and I think a lot of people question, how vulnerable am I going to be on social media? Have you dealt with any negativity?
I mean, I don't want to be this person that says no, but kind of no. And it's one of those things where I don't want to say it out loud, because I feel like then I'm going to beg the trolls to come for me or something. But I'm not sure. I don't quite know why. I mean, I'm not overly controversial, I guess, maybe. I mean, I'm sharing what I love. I usually try to lead with calling out brands I love, as opposed to calling out brands I don't think are doing it right. I sort of tend to take that route. And so perhaps that puts me in a softer space. I'm not sure. I am so in love with that online community experience. You know, maybe I'm just not popular enough yet to have the trolls come for me. I don't know. I'm ready. If they
no, that's not true.
I'm ready. But
my answer is the same. My answer is the same. Literally a carbon copy answer of what she just said. Like, I also come from a perspective of celebrating the brands that are doing what they're doing, and makeup brands that are including my shade and darker shades. Like, I don't come from a place of like, let me go in there and critique and tear down. So I also think maybe like I don't have that same issue. Like, obviously you get the odd, I mean, anybody who's on social media has had the odd person saying something negative, but overall, I don't really either. I know where's some wood I need to knock right now, because
I'm knocking for you. Double knock.
I don't really, I enjoy it. It's been the opposite. It's positive. And going back and forth with people and seeing how much you inspire them and they inspire me, you know, like it's a two-way street.
So who's your inspiration?
Man,
I'm gonna let you take that one, Meredith.
It's so funny. I just have so many. I have so many people that I love. I mean, I guess my beauty inspiration, if I'm gonna just get specific in that, you know how, you know, in our business we bring like inspo shots if we're getting ready for an event or something. Every single time, mine is Drew Barrymore. I love her. I love her vibe. Again, I kind of love the place of positivity. I love watching her brand just explode. Obviously, Ashley Graham. I mean, she's the OG.
Oh yeah,
she's the queen, and I have so much respect for her. oh my gosh, I mean, I love Precious Lee. She's a beautiful curve, just supermodel that's taken over Vogue, and just really representing bodies in a really beautiful, aspirational, curvy way, which I get like goosebumps when I see that.
I honestly, I'm just trying to just think as you were talking. It's not, I can't think of anybody specific. I mean, obviously I do like Lizzo, because I think like Lizzo came out at a time where like no one looked like her. No one was doing what she was doing. No one so far has had that type of mainstream success that looked like her. So I do kind of, I guess I do like that about her. I don't really have anybody specific. I kind of just, I'm always kind of looking for the place that no one is. You know what I mean? So I don't really I don't really have a lot of people where I look for inspiration. I kind of just do my own thing, and I honestly don't follow a lot of accounts where I'm like, let me do what they're doing. Like, what's that?
I said Tracy's her own inspiration. I know. So much going on. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you two both are just inspiration overall, like you said, Meredith, and you guys are just
Meredith's
beautiful.
my inspiration.
Yes,
Meredith.
yes, there you go. Yes, you go.
I do love watching all of her segments. I support all of her segments. I love her Instagram. I do follow Meredith. So there you go.
There you go. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for everything that you do. Really appreciate it. And yeah, have a good evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.